Two Faces for Radio.
All right, welcome to episode 54, and usually we do...
I don't know what episode it is.
Oh my gosh, dude, I have no sleep right now, so this is kind of tough. Episode 54, I believe, and we're doing it a little differently. We have Jack Conway for the whole time, not just the end like we usually do.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate it.
You might remember, well, do you? I think last time we did it, we had us all eat some really freaking spicy chips, and we did that with the interview, which made it a little bit more fun.
Okay, well, I did want to bring this up because when I asked Jack, like, hey, man, you want to come back on the show? He's got a new song coming out. We'll talk about that. First thing he says is, yes, but we can't eat hot chips because I just had nose surgery.
Truth.
Did you say no surgery?
I did have nose surgery.
Tell me about
and that affects the chip eating?
Obviously.
Dude, it goes straight through your nose.
The nose surgery was actually in June, so it's been a couple months, but still, like, it's a little numb.
Okay,
it's
so
a
we're
full
just making
thing.
excuses now.
No, I actually, the truth be told, the post-show was not the greatest part for me.
Oh, yeah, no.
I've heard nose surgeries are horrible. Like, don't they have to, like, remove it? I don't know how to explain.
It was so basically, to explain it, so what they did is I had a full-on, like, it was like a nose job type thing because my nose was sideways from, like, a wrestling match I was in when I was a little kid.
Yeah, that's awesome, though.
So, I know, good story. I won, obviously.
There you go.
So, but basically what they do is they make a little slit at the bottom of your nose and they pull your skin all the way back. They remove your nose, reshape it, and then put it back in. It was actually the worst amount of pain I've ever been in my life.
You were awake?
No.
Wait, what?
He sees the skin go
Look,
convertible
I'm
over
tough.
his eyes.
Not like that.
You're talking post-surgery.
Post-surgery,
Okay.
It was the worst amount of pain I was in. I didn't eat, like, actual food for about a week and a half or two. I was eating soup and just drinking water, and I barely ate for about 3 days.
So, what do they remove from your nose? Like, don't they get tweezers and pull out this, like, huge form thing?
The
in there?
cartilage, I assume?
So there's cartilage here, and then there's bone here. So they break the bone here and keep that in, but they actually remove the cartilage and take it out, and then they put it back in.
We really jumped right into this podcast with some nose surgery.
Yeah, that's
Well,
good.
I wanted to ask him this because my wife says I should get a nose job.
Your wife should love you for who you are.
I kind of wanted to preface that just really blatant, like, just let it go. But apparently, I can't breathe through my nose.
Oh,
so
then
she-
that's a
so
With
she
a
problem.
wants it
nose
for
this
you.
big, you'd think I can get one up there every now and then. But yeah, it's like reconstructive nose surgery, which I don't know if that's harder or if it's even the same thing.
So there's a rhinoplasty where it's kind of, that's what I had, and I'm not a doctor, so don't quote me if somebody is
went through
listening
it, we
to
did
this.
it.
But there's also just, if you have a deviated septum, there's a different surgery that you can get that's not as full on as like getting everything removed.
Huh.
And that would probably be where they open up your nose, and you don't have to go like full under, get everything removed. So you might be able to do that.
I don't want to.
This all sounds horrible. I want a boob job.
Really?
Yeah.
What
but
size?
Add or subtract.
At least C.
C.
I mean, adding. I mean, like, come on. Yeah, right?
Okay, got it.
Oh my God.
I mean, like, come on. Why not? Give me one bad reason. One reason I shouldn't get a boob job.
You should or shouldn't?
Should not.
Should honestly, I don't have one.
I don't have
Exactly.
one either.
Actually, I will say this: I don't like things that are not proportionate.
Okay, so I'll make them proportionate.
That means
Well,
double Ds.
with your whole body though, would it be proportionate?
So I gotta eat
You
I gotta eat a little bit more.
work
Alright.
out those legs, and
I just joined a gym.
Really?
Finally, yeah. I was on a really good schedule in the summer. I had a gym like 5 feet away from my house, so it was really easy. And now, went to Ball State, and I'm living in Muncie, and I have to take a bus
That's
to
your
the
first
gym.
problem.
It's
Living in Muncie.
Let's not even talk.
If
about
we haven't
that.
been canceled on social media, it's happened by now.
But yeah, we're back into it. So boob jobs, it's an option.
Boob
Let
job,
me know.
nose job, it's all been hit within the first 5 minutes. Also, I know Jack and I were talking about this a little bit before we turned on the cameras, but my flight got canceled on Sunday.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, so I was in Arizona, family wedding, my wife, her family, and I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning on Sunday because I got to take a piss because I was drinking so much that night. And
You got canceled again.
I look at my phone, and I get a text from Southwest at 2 a.m. Your flight's been canceled. What the heck? Like, I didn't know what to. So
You're just you're like,
I
okay.
just remember waking up
the
and looking
worst
at
feeling.
Jane like, we legit might have to drive. Like it said like 23.
I've been
or
thinking,
a day and 23
how did she
minutes.
take that?
Well, she looked at me and was like, "Pff, "Shut the fuck up." It's not happening.
Like, no, we don't. But then when reality sets in, like reality set in.
Reality sat in about 4 hours later
Mm-hmm.
when we were like, okay, this might, because we looked everywhere. So the flight got canceled at 2, and I didn't see it till 4. So within that 2 hours, all the people that saw it before us booked flights out.
Makes sense.
So everything was booked until like, I think it was today. You fly out at 8 o'clock, and it's like a
Really?
12-hour flight. You go from Arizona, you have a layover in LA, and then you fly back. And
Doesn't
we were
make
like,
any sense.
no, I mean, you don't understand what we went through here. We had 6 people at the Airbnb. We were like, okay, let's rent an RV. Let's go back to Indy Light, because we're not going to all fit 3 rows,
What,
dude.
did you rent an RV?
No, we didn't.
What did you
Aw.
Dude, it gets crazier.
do? Okay, tell me.
And then I put a quote in for a jet. They called me later. Like 20 minutes later, I see a charter. Like they just ringed my phone, and they're like, "Mr. Burton, I see here you have 6 passengers, so you're gonna need like a mid-sized jet. We could have it on the tarmac, all fueled up and ready to take you from Phoenix to Indy in like 2 hours. It's just gonna cost about 36 grand."
I was gonna say, what were you even thinking
Pretty
a
cheap.
jet?
Okay, so the one flight we
Why
saw.
did you think that'd be affordable?
The one flight we saw was from United.
He's
It
a
took
high
off
roller.
Tuesday, and each seat was like $1,500
What?
for United Airlines, like a normal airline. Each seat was $1,500, and we were like,
They saw Southwest were reading dicks, and they're like, all right, here we go.
yeah, exactly. So I was like, okay, well, how much more would it be to fly out today with a charter plane?
I'm flying with you next time.
I'm gonna say the possibility of getting on a jet.
Yeah.
I mean, what would you tell the guy? The guy is calling you, thinking you're 100% going to book this flight for 35 grand.
You're like,
for
I don't
would've-
have.
For sure would have done it.
What would you have said?
I
You would've
mean,
showed up
what
and, like-
can you? What did you say?
I was just like, oh, we found better rates other
Nah,
places.
there you go. Better rates than 36,000. Ain't that hard?
But we ended up left her parents in Phoenix because they had a flight booked for Monday. They were on a different flight than we were, and thank goodness theirs went through. But we just like took a leap of faith and was like, okay. So I went with my brother-in-law and his girlfriend and my wife, and I hopped in the back of a Ford Edge and just drove it all the way back.
Did you just drive straight through?
No, we stopped in Amarillo, Texas. If you saw my Instagram story, I said it smelled like shit. Literally, right when you cross the Texas state line, it was like
Boom.
cow manure,
Yeah.
just instantly.
Well, I did.
But yeah, and then we stopped there, and then we woke up at like 7 in the morning, and continued driving, and it was crazy. But it's funny because I told Jack this, and I was like, okay, we're gonna need to kind of reschedule because we were supposed to do yesterday, and then he was like, oh, you're good, man. I actually just made that drive, but I went from L.A. to Indy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how the hell are you alive right now, my man?
That was fun.
Fun?
Fun.
It was fun because I got to stop. I slept 2 hours the night before I left LA. And I think at that moment it was like excitement because it was like, oh, something new. So, to preface, I am moving from LA to Nashville right now. So that was kind of just like, oh, like that's exciting. I've been in LA for a few years, going to be closer to family, but
Yeah.
still in a music city. So that's exciting. And so that was great. And then we landed in Albuquerque. It's myself and my girlfriend, and we went to the Hot Air Balloon Festival.
How many hot air balloons are there? Because my brother-in-law's girlfriend was talking about it, and it seemed like it was insane.
I don't know a number, but like 1,000, thousands
Whoa.
maybe. It was insane. I do have photos we can show
Yeah.
later.
After that, I want to see.
But we got up at the first day we tried to go. It was so insane. We got up at 5:30 in the morning, so slept like 5 hours the next night. Didn't end up going because there were so many people. It was like all of Albuquerque was there. And then we ended up going the next day and got up at 4. And we ended up getting in the park right away. And it was just absolute
Went
madness.
up in the air.
Oh, no, we didn't go up in the air. No, but it was really cool because, like, those where they, like, release the little lanterns? I don't even know
Oh,
what they're
yeah.
called.
Yeah.
It looks like that, except
They're
on a
huge.
giant scale. And so it was really cool. And we were back
Whoa.
at the house by, like, 8:30 in the morning. So, but it goes all day, and then we drove from Albuquerque to Austin, and I actually drove through the night on like 6 cups of coffee,
Wow.
and it was like on a 1-lane highway
Oh no.
in the middle of nowhere.
So wait, it was you and your girlfriend that made this drive?
Yeah.
How many times have you made this drive in the past? Just out of curiosity.
I have done.
You've done it in the past, and you want to do it again.
Yes, I did it. So I did it in 2016. I moved out to LA in 2016 for a little while. Because I was like, oh, I want to check it out. I felt like I needed to immerse myself in the scene.
Yeah.
So I moved out there for a couple of months, and then I did it. You know, it's fun. I do like driving. So
I like driving too.
It's good.
But I did 10 hours to Clemson, and I was like, hell no, not
Tell
again.
them the story about that, because that was crazy in itself.
But
You're also going to Clemson, though.
True, I had something to look forward to. But you were going to Nashville. That's fun.
No. I meant like Clemson. No.
Clemson's what? All right.
Why did you go to Clemson? Now I have
You
to
have to
know.
To
enough
visit
of
my
those
friend.
to
To visit my,
understand
I have a childhood friend down
Got
there.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, you know, if it was fun for you, it wouldn't be. That's different. So that's good. Hey, all the power to you. So, yeah, we drove through the night. Go to Austin. Girlfriend's family lives in Austin, so we stayed with them for a couple days.
Now, for the people just listening, look at a map and route LA to Indy.
Yeah.
And realize that Austin is like 8 hours out of the way. You're going 8 hours south that you
Yeah,
don't
we
need to
just-
go. So that adds an extra 12 freaking hours.
Yeah, it
onto
was
that
great.
trip.
But like we wanted to see your family, and
Mhm.
so it was like, oh, we'll go there because it was a place to stop.
Yeah.
I didn't have to pay for a hotel. It was great. I did drive the whole way. She didn't drive at all.
Oh no.
Lucky her. Or is that
yeah.
a shot at her?
No. I
didn't want her
wanted
to drive.
To be fair, like I like driving. Like
Oh, I
I
love
like
it.
if we're driving, I'm like I want to like y'all have fun, y'all get on your music, y'all play on your phones. I like driving.
Actually, though, I was gonna say I do like it too because in Texas, when I drove through the night at like 1 a.m. on a 1-lane highway with no service in the middle of nowhere, the stars were amazing. I almost hit a dog and I also almost hit a deer. There was a deer in the middle of the road. Like I was going like this, and I swerved. The dog was on the side, so it wasn't as bad. But literally,
How fast were you going?
I was probably going 85.
Oh my.
It was pretty bad.
That's nerve.
It would have gone like through the windshield.
Oh
if
yeah,
I did it.
easy.
So it woke me up a little bit.
Deers are dead. Yeah, there you go. If the 6 cups of coffee did it, the deer
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
did.
That's terrifying.
The worst thing about mine. Wait, so real quick, how yours was like 24 hours total? Well, 24 hours driving total.
I would say more like 25, 20. Yeah, driving, not including like
not
rest
including
stops
stopping and
stuff.
all that. Yeah.
25.
Yours?
I'm adding it. It's like 37 or something like
That's
that.
freaking
Yeah, I was
insane.
on. You're like 38.
And gas today. That's always fun.
I
Oh
will
my
say this
gosh.
about Indy though. Indy had the highest gas prices. I mean, you came from California. I don't know if you had.
Yeah,
that same
no, it was
experience.
$5.19 in California.
Holy shit!
Yeah, $5.19.
And I will say, Indianapolis had the worst drivers.
Really? The
drivers?
worst drivers?
Dude, we did not even come close to an accident the whole trip. We get to Indiana, and 3 people try to go into our lane.
See, that was me a few years ago with Canada. Canada is awful. Canada is the worst driving state I ever, and I'd say that as a fact, not an opinion. Because, and you know how I know this?
Fact check it, please.
I will. United States, you know the signs on the side of the road?
Right.
Speed limit, 40. Stop sign, yield sign.
Right.
Canada signs are like, don't text and drive. Every time you text, you die. If you do this, you die.
It's
Don't, and it's
true.
just reminders on how to drive safe. Make sure you keep your eyes on the road. I'm like, yeah, you need this. I get it. Like, because we hit
I'm not keeping my eyes on the road if I'm reading your damn signs.
literally cross the Canada border. I'm not joking. A giant semi on the other side of the road hit someone. Don't know how.
What?
The tire hit a car. The tire from the car flew onto our side of the road. It bounced, went over our car, and kept going. And we're like, damn, that's a nice
Oh.
welcome to Canada. We kept driving, obviously. Another, just 3 more accidents before we got to our hotel, which was probably an hour into the Canada border. Anyway, it was
no
really fun.
way.
So Canada.
All right, I think
And
that
then-
does take
that
I think
wins
it's Georgia, Indiana, Canada.
I was just dealing with a douchebag in like a super hooped up car.
Well, I will say the Illinois State Police are the absolute worst.
Oh, they were literally
They're-
right when you cross the Illinois
right
border.
there.
They are right there.
My speeding ticket says
Ooh,
says
really?
so.
Oh, how many did you get?
I deserve it. Just one.
Oh, that's
First one I've ever gotten.
Did you use Waze?
No, I wasn't using Waze, but I was jamming out to my own song, and I was like, I was like listening to the mix, and I was like, wow, this sounds great, and I was jamming out to it, and I was going way too fast. We'll just say that.
It's okay. It's okay. Like,
Can you hit record on mine? My thing just ducked up. Thank you.
why did, your storage is full.
Oh, shit.
Storage
We'll
is
just keep
full.
talking then.